Hello people, this is Brownie, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a JRPG fan. I really love JRPGs, especially Kingdom Hearts. And right now, just a few hours ago, the extended interview for Kingdom Hearts 4 Missing Link Dark Road Famitsu interview is out, the extended one. So right now I'm looking at it in KH Insider, so if you want a more in detailed read on this interview, you can look it up most likely. But for now, I'm just gonna read really quickly and give my first impressions of what they're talking about. So the interview starts by saying, I was surprised by the fateful recreation of the area surrounding Shibuya Hikari, the venue which event took place in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. The video was rendered in Unreal Engine 4, but with development moving to Unreal Engine 5, it seems that the graphics will become even more impressive. Nomura says, currently we already begun working on an Unreal Engine 5, so this may be the only time we show you footage from Unreal Engine 4. The next time they show the game should be in Unreal Engine 5, so please look forward to it. That's gonna be cool. The fact that it looks so good with Unreal Engine 4 and next time we see a trailer is gonna look by the stuff they use on Unreal Engine 5, that's gonna be really cool. Melody Memory featured a woman who was familiar with Quadratum. Ooh. She was only voiced and not shown. But will she appear in Kingdom Hearts 4? Nomura says, that is still a secret. As I said at the event, there was a time when I wasn't sure whether I would choose Kingdom Hearts 4 or Verum Rex as my next project. However, she is a central Verum Rex character. So, for those who don't know, Nomura was conflicted on making Kingdom Hearts 4 or Verum Rex first because apparently not many people liked the character Yuzora, maybe because how difficult the boss fight was, or because it was too Final Fantasy. So that's why Nomura was so skeptical on doing a Verum Rex game first. However, him saying that the person who is familiar with Quadratum is a Verum Rex character does really confirm that after Kingdom Hearts 4, most likely we're gonna get a Verum Rex game. That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be cool. He also says it seems to be a lot of anticipation for Verum Rex overseas. It says with a better smile. When Yuzora was first introduced in Kingdom Hearts 3, I got the impression that his reception was less than welcoming, but I guess that was not the case. Yeah, see, there you go. And I think it's because of the reception overall people got from Kingdom Hearts 3. A lot of people had very high or unrealistic expectations for Kingdom Hearts 3, and to this day they don't even pay attention to Remind or even finish Remind when that DLC is really good. It's not just the extended part of what Sora did, it's also what comes after. Like, that's the build-up to Kingdom Hearts 4 and all that. Okay, so staff says, on the year has passed since Kingdom Hearts 3, so Sora's character design in Kingdom Hearts 4 is slightly more mature. His hair is silky and realistic, and even the impression he gives off has changed. Nomura says, even when we were working on Kingdom Hearts 3, there was discussion within the team about how realistic we should make the character. We certainly could have made the hair silky smooth in Kingdom Hearts 3 if we wanted to. This time, since we are starting anew with the Lost Master arc, we decided to make some drastic changes. The character appearance also matched to nature of the world they're in. So that's diving more into why Sora looks that way. It's because of the world we're in. Many of us have said it, and Nomura is just clarifying it right there. I hope we will meet Sora again, looking as he did in Kingdom Hearts 3. Has this new costume design been finalized? Nomura says no, not yet. There may still be some finer changes, such as with the details. As for the silhouette, I think it'll be similar to one of the in trailer. So they're still, wow. So they're still planning on making adjustments this soon. Interesting. Well, I'm guessing because they're gonna transition to Unreal Engine 5. Oh god, that's gonna be really interesting to anticipate and to wait on. The Master of Masters and his 6 disciples, the Lost Masters, disappeared after the Key Late War and Unchained Key. What happened to them? Nomura says, even though we didn't show exactly what happened, we do know that 5 of the foretellers, with the exception being Lucio, vanished after the Keyblade War. Okay? So they disappeared. But in Kingdom Hearts 3 Epilogue, Lucius summons his fellow disciples back and they are reunited. Are the Lost Masters a threat to Sora and his friends? Nomura says, simply put, the Lost Masters are an opposing force like Organization 13. However, not all of them have the same intentions. Their motives will be newly depicted in Kingdom Hearts 4, so in that sense, I hope you will enjoy the new arc from the very beginning. Okay, so right here, reading this sentence, I'm thinking interactions with Sora and Aced, Andy. It's gonna be interesting because in the back cover movie, they do have good intentions, but if you don't know, Master of Masters wanted the disciples to hold on to pure darkness. That way, they can actually defeat them. But I'm gonna look forward to how Sora and these characters are gonna interact with them. I bet it's gonna be confusing, in a sense that they do seem like good people, but the intentions aren't that of pure light. Who are the two wearing black coats in the trailer? One of them seemed to be the Master of Masters. Nomura says that's still a secret. By the way, in addition to Masaru Oka, who has worked with me on scenarios for the Kingdom Hearts series up till now, I've asked Ishibashi, a newcomer to the Kingdom Hearts series, to join us in writing the scenario of Kingdom Hearts 4. This marks the start of our 3-person team. Ooh, okay. I saw this on Twitter. I think that this newcomer, Ishibashi, is from Neo, or the World Ends With You. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the story and writing, the pacing of The World Ends With You is pretty top notch. So that's gonna be really, really cool. What did you ask Ishibashi? Nomura says the biggest reason is because of how she factors into approaching new users. From the perspective of someone who has no experience with the Kingdom Hearts series, she did a great job of integrating the character values and principles in Neo's The World Ends With You and other works, and I thought her way of thinking would be well suited for Kingdom Hearts. So she really recently got into the series, huh? It's gonna be really cool. About the EX gauge in the lower right, Nomura says, please wait, so it's not gonna reveal that. Change the subject, what do you request in the new songs used in the trailer? Nomura says, I requested a sense of anticipation building towards the latter half, so you feel like you're waiting for a hero to appear. And I did feel that. I felt like Sora was resembling a little bit of Midoriya from My Hero Academia. And I know they're not interrelation, but they're both good boys. They're both good beings. And the music build-up, the way Sora ran, that gave me that vibe. So the music nailed it. What are the societies and sprawl and branch like veins mentioned in the trailer? So I don't know what he means by this, so let me see what he says. Kingdom Hearts Missing Link takes place about 4 generations after Ephemer's time. His descendants have each formed their own societies. The Ming family, who carries his bloodline in the Society of Successors, while a branch family is the Society of Non-Successors. Okay, so they're talking about Missing Link here. I still don't know what they mean by societies that sprawl and branch like veins, but I guess it said it there, but I'm not realizing it yet. I'm just thinking, where have I seen that in the trailer? Where have they mentioned that? But I don't know. Just like Kingdom Hearts 4, we're considering how to approach new users and have asked Fukasawa, another newcomer to the series, to write the scenario. So a newcomer is going to be in Missing Link? Interesting. The Keyblade seems to be strengthened by pieces, which are shaped like figurines. That's pretty unique. Nomura says we wanted them to look rich, so we made them in the form of figurines. The pieces can be obtained not just from the gacha, but also in the field. Ha! For example, you might get a message that says, insert blank here, pieces are currently available at the blank in Shibuya. Wait, what? Are they talking about Missing Link here or Shibuya? Maybe that's an example. Maybe that's an example. I spotted some pieces in the trailer that resemble Terra among other characters. Terra is a character who hails from a time period long after Missing Link. So are the pieces just created for the purpose of the game? Most likely, like Union Cross, these pieces are just taking powers from the future or time, because the Book of Prophecies was tied to that. They took powers from the book. Nomura says the purpose of this association between characters and pieces is to collect records of all the worlds past, present, and future. There you go. The battle looks like action in Kingdom Hearts 3. Nomura says the project started in parallel with Union Cross. Oh wow, so it's been quite some time since its development. We knew that if we were going to make the next mobile iteration of Kingdom Hearts, we had to make sure it played similarly to the mainline games in order to satisfy the audience. That is a good call. That is a good call, because many people did not like, including myself, did not like the gameplay of Union Cross. You mentioned that you added additional scenarios in Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, more than what was originally planned. Nomura says, initially we were planning to include the other classmates as well as delve further into Xehanort's companions. However, due to the change of plans, I asked Kanemaki, I'm sorry if I butchered that, who also worked on Kingdom Hearts 358 Days over 2 and writes the series light novel adaptations, to put together a scenario with a limited number of stories. The plan received further changes after that. I had the team scenario writers make adjustments to focus solely on Xehanort. However, I felt that we were losing too much by making all these cuts, so I decided to add them back in at the end. As I said at the event, you'll even learn why Master Xehanort became bald? Okay. Kaiju got jokes there. So that's all I'm gonna mention. There's more that I did not read here in this interview. You can check it out on KH Insider. But I'm very, very excited to what they're doing here, especially on adding these new writers, these fresh blood from other JRPGs within the company to help write Kingdom Hearts 4. And maybe that will help also newcomers or people who are not that into the series. I don't know. At this point, people who are not into the series, this is not their cup of tea. But the fact that they're adding new people that haven't been working on Kingdom Hearts before, help write some stuff for Nomura or work with Nomura, that's gonna be really, really cool. I like the aspect of Missing Link where you can collect pieces not just in gacha, but just actually walking around. That's where the walking around is gonna come into play. Some people think it's strictly Pokemon Go, but it's really not. So I don't think you have to worry about that. And the Dark Road stuff seems like it's gonna be some heavy stuff. We were supposed to get this by the end of last year, and now we're getting it by August. So that's gonna be something. They added meaty stuff because they planned on cutting a lot of stuff, but it felt off for Nomura, and they decided that we're just gonna put it in there, and that's why it's taking this long. But I'm up for it. April's almost ending. August is just like 3 months away. The ending is gonna be, oof, I can't wait for this. I'm gonna have some snacks with that and react to that. But anyway, I've rambled enough, so thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I hope my rambling wasn't too much, and this is just first reactions to reading the interview, giving my raw thoughts of what I just read. But again, you can look it up in KH Insider. I'll leave it in the description below. And my English is malfunctioning right now, so I'm sorry. Again, thank you, have a good day, good afternoon, good night, and until the next video, take care.